Alright, guys, so one of my favorite movies of all time, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane. It sounds completely stupid, right? You know what? And to a degree, it kind of is. But it's one of those films that it's so stupid that you enjoy it so much. Now, it came out in 1990. It's rated R. It's an hour and 44 minutes. We have Andrew Dice Clay, who plays Ford Fairlane. We have Wayne Newton, who plays Julie Grendel. We have Priscilla Presley, who plays Colleen Sutton. We have Morris Day, who plays Cleveland. Sorry. We have Lauren Holly, who plays Jazz. We have Maddie Corman, who plays Zuzu Petals. We have Gilbert Godfrey, a really young Gilbert Godfrey, who plays Johnny Crunch. We have David Patrick Kelly, who plays Sam the Sleazebag. We have Robert Englund, who plays Smiley. We have Ed O'Neill, who plays Lieutenant Amos. And we have Vince Neil, who plays Bobby Black. We also get a cameo from Tone Loc. But, so the whole film is about Ford Fairlane. He is a rock and roll detective. It's definitely interesting to hear that. But I guess in this film it worked out very well. You know, he goes through all of the music business and tries to figure out, if it's an actual overdose, if it's actually a missing case, sorry. But he keeps on going back and forth, and, he used to be in the music business, he did everything, so now he's trying something new. So the whole premise of this film is, like I said, it's centered around him being a rock and roll detective, and he gets asked by his best friend Johnny Crunch to help him find his daughter, Zuzu Petals. And Ford doesn't believe it. He goes, "It's bullshit. Tell me the real truth." And Johnny gets so vulgar and just so out of tune, it's absolutely hilarious. Well, shortly he ends up being killed. And then the next day, Colleen Sutton is asking the same thing. And so Ford just keeps on going back and forth, his snide remarks, his James Bond, Dirty Harry, aspect of it, his catchphrases. This movie is just, it's so funny. The action is spot on. For Andrew Dice Clay, he's one hell of an actor, if you ask me. I think this film is so underrated and it should be talked about so much more. It did come out in 1990, but to me, I could watch this every single day. I was actually watching it and reciting it, and I was like, damn, I think I've watched this film one too many times, which is very plausible with me. But, oh, I actually kind of want to go watch it again now, but that's besides the point. So, we have, like I said, we have Wayne Newton in this, and he plays a very good, because he owns a record label, and just like the way that he presents himself is very spot on, and then you have Don Cleveland. He's one of the best in the business for producers, and just the way these characters are, and even Zuzu Petals, name sounds ridiculous, right? Yeah, it is. But that's what this film was. It was ridiculous. It was spot on. It was just straight exactly what you would want to watch with with Andrew Dice Clay being the main guy. Now, IMDb gave it a 6.4 out of 10. I give it a 5 out of 5 because, like I said, it's so funny. The catchphrases, just everything. There's a scene where, he gets smacked in the face. Excuse me. And he goes, another satisfied customer. And, it's so fucking funny. I love this film. I wish that, there were more films like this, but I guess, that's why they call it the one-hit wonders. Sadly, There's no way to stream this, so you're gonna have to rent it or find it and buy it. But I highly suggest check it out because, excuse me, it's probably one of the best films that my dad ever introduced me to. So give it a watch. Let me know what you think.